Peace fam, what's good? It's your man Ocean. Welcome back to the Chieftain Network, or if this is your first time, welcome to the Chieftain Network. I really appreciate everyone, any and everyone who tunes in, any and everyone who likes the video, any and everyone who comments on my video. I very much would appreciate it, so do that for you, boy. We got a crazy story today, and this story reminds me of a story that probably should be on Professor Black Truth. Friday Crime Report, and the reason it remind me of a Black Truth story because this if you read the headline, it says man allegedly shot and eliminated his pregnant boyfriend, and then himself he offed himself. I'm just gonna not even say them last two words, but the reason that I say that it should be on Crime Report because when Professor Black Truth do these stories, he usually go down the line and show where if the person did not have genetic immunity from law, then the crime would finally take them off the street or take them off this earth. It would have been prevented. Like, basically, I'm just gonna say it plain and simple. If this was a black kid, if this was a black man who, with this rap sheet that this guy has, he would have never been on the street to do this crime right here. So, you gonna want to stick around to see this guy's crime sheet right here. So, I'm gonna read this story, man, and I'm just gonna go through it, okay? It says the Florida man who allegedly murdered his pregnant boyfriend, damn, I shouldn't have said the N-word, stole the life of the victim's unborn child, has a lengthy history of terrorizing the people in his life as indicated in court documents. And I just can't wait to get to that paragraph, or it might be 2 or 3 paragraphs, because this dude got an extensive crime history, man. Riley John Groover, 26, popped and eliminated himself after carrying out the elimination. His mother identified the victim as Camden Ryder, 21, a transgender man who was 8 months pregnant, according to WTSP. The incident happened in the community of Inwood in the city of Winter Haven. Authorities said Groover popped Ryder multiple times, said deputies, who did not name the victim or otherwise release information on him. First responders and medical staff at the hospital could not save the unborn baby despite all efforts, the sheriff's office said. The incident occurred after 7 p.m. outside a neighborhood in front of several witnesses near the home located on Central Avenue West, authorities wrote. At this stage in the investigation, it's clear that this is a domestic-related double thing that I'm not going to say. Groover and Ryder were engaged to be married and loved each other very much, the suspect's mother told. Of course, that's what his mother going to say. And of course, the reporting is going to put that in there to try to paint him as some type of human when we see that he got something very demonic going on. Well, why are we going to humanize this person? He don't deserve to be humanized. He deserves to be painted as the demon that he is, or that he was. Saying it could be a volatile relationship. paint it good. Saying it could be a volatile relationship, and the couple argued over work around the house. Yeah, because you stronger than me. Why the fuck I got to do all... I'm sorry. Ooh, I shouldn't have said that. Bring it back, Ocean. Bring it back, Ocean. And the couple argued over work around the house where the mother and where they and the mother lived. Groover's mother reportedly suspected that is what led to the 2 words that I'm not gonna say. Groover's mother also said that Groover took her gun, which she had in the home for protection, and used it to pop Ryder. Family members said the couple argued in the past and it turned physical, deputy said. So why ain't no restraining orders and why ain't nobody locked up? None of those incidents was reported. Oh, because none of those incidents were reported to law enforcement authorities. Said Riley John Groover in 2008. Oh, let's get to this fool extensive crime history. Riley John Groover in 2008 in a 2018 mugshot, the home where his mother and his boyfriend Camden Ryder live. Documents indicate Groover had a long history of lashing out violently. He committed these prior acts against other people, not Ryder, they said. On September 22nd, 2014, Groover, then 17, admitted to firing 5 BB pellets through the window of a home. Incident number 1. And we gonna call it incident number 1. His history probably go back further than this. Probably be the first shit that he got caught for, or the first shit that anybody took serious enough to even file a report for. The suspect also openly stated that he willfully and maliciously and repeatedly harassed the victim via text and phone calls after the victim asked him to stop, the deputy wrote. This has been going on for approximately 1 year. Groover kicked the So he harassed somebody for a whole year. Still got a chance to walk around free as a bird. Nothing to see here. Little slaps on the wrist. Groover kicked the uniformed deputy in the leg when the deputy reached for the handcuffs to arrest him. According to he got to kick a police officer in the leg when he. Now you imagine a black man kicking the police in the leg and living to talk about it. Come on, man. Where they do that at? Not in the black community. We can't kick no police in the leg and not get popped up from the whole clip getting emptied and the dog getting sick on us. But since he got genetic immunity from law, hint, the right complexion for protection. Okay. Groover kicked the uniform, the uninformed. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let me read that again. Groover kicked the uniformed officer deputy in the leg when the deputy reached for handcuffs to arrest him. According to officials, he struck deputies as they tried to arrest him. Finally, they had to tase him, stated the arrest affidavit. Finally, they had to tase him. He was that much out of control that they had to use their taser on him. And notice that nobody didn't mistakenly reach for their taser, but grab their pistol and pop him up. They grabbed the right tool for the situation. They tased him. Well, the right tool that they were going for. I'm not even going to say the right tool for the situation, because if you would have popped him back then, he wouldn't have got a chance to murder his transgender boyfriend. He was later convicted on battery of law enforcement and was on juvenile conditional release until. So they immediately they charged him and immediately let him go. When do they do us like that? When? That's my question. That's my question for you. You out there in YouTube world. When do they just slap us on the wrist and let us go? After we already got this extensive history already, and we attacking the police. When? Just tell me when. In a newer case, he ain't done yet. In a newer case, Groover argued with his mother on March 14, 2016. He broke a bottle on the kitchen floor and used it as a hatchet to break several doors in the residence, according to the arrest affidavit. So your mama in jeopardy. Everybody who got something, got ties to do, they ought to be thanking the Lord up top that this guy gone. And I'm not even I don't know how YouTube censor and monitor my words, so I'm not even going to go any further on that. But the mama and whoever else left behind, the little brother, the sister, the auntie, the grandmama, the stepdaddy, all y'all need to thank y'all, count y'all blessings at this point that he gone. The victim redacted that the victim redacted was on the front porch and observed Groover approaching her with a weapon which she believed was a hatchet in his hand. Deputies said the victim was in fear for her safety based on the action and statement made by Groover, so she began swinging a broom at Groover to defend herself. Groover dropped the weapon and grabbed her upper arm of the victim, causing a 3-inch tear on her upper arm. So this is just more documents of his violence that saying that he should have been incarcerated. He was not safe to be on the street. Deputies only identified the victim as a 75-year-old woman who lived with a 75-year-old woman. I just said the grandmama ain't say that. I guess this must be his grandmama. This somebody's grandmama. It's what we treat our grandmamas like that at. Huh? Where do we slap up and grab up and try to kill our, I don't even want to say that word. Where do we try to do stuff like this to grandmamas and the elderly women? Where do we do that at? We don't do that. They do that. Groover advised he never intended to harm the victim. Of course not. But you of course you didn't intend to harm her. Authorities wrote, records show prosecutors declined to Records show prosecutors declined to pursue the criminal case on March 24, 2016. So again, that's just another example of him having the complexion for protection and him having genetic immunity from the law. Then on October the 2nd, 2018, his mother said Groover was involved in an altercation with her daughter, the deputy said. So that's your sister. So your sister ain't saved. Ain't no telling what he tried to do to his sister. I'm not going to speculate. I learned Groover and the victim are related by blood and are currently residing together as family, deputies wrote. I then spoke to the victim who reported she and Groover were involved in an argument over household chores. So this nigga will goddamn flip over some chores that got to be done. Yeah, this boy here go crazy if you ask him to do anything around the house, just be prepared for a fight to the death, my boy. I learned that Groover and the victim are related by blood and are currently residing together as family, deputies wrote. I then spoke to the victim who reported she and Groover were involved in an argument over household chores and the family Wi-Fi router being shut off. The victim reported Groover became angry and aggressive during the altercation and left in his 2010 BMW 328i. Groover returned only to drive through the front yard at her while she was sitting on the front porch. According to the sheriff's office, he stopped a few feet from her, having left her fearful that he was going to run her over and knock her off, deputy said. He stepped out with an open pocket knife. The mother of the victim stepped between her. Won't you say his mother and her mother? The mother of the victim stepped between her and the running vehicle in an attempt to calm down, Groover, authorities said. So you gotta put your life on the line. The mama, everybody in danger when this nigga around. But Groover, still armed with the knife, chased the victim. Though the victim fled into her bedroom, Groover opened it with the key and tried to jug her with the knife. According to the deputies, the victim shielded herself by holding up a child's bicycle between them. Even so, Groover jugged her in the stomach, leaving her with what deputy described as a small puncture wound to the right side of her abdomen by the navel. Prosecutors dropped the case. Another dropped case. Why y'all didn't prosecute this man for none of this stuff? Now he got two bodies. An unborn body and a transgender body. He got them now. When this could have easily been prevented if y'all would have threw the book at him like y'all throw us the book. According to the court records, the victim signed a waiver saying she just wanted Groover to keep taking his medications and receive treatment for autism. Based on the victim's wishes and the proof that the defendant is receiving care from group home facility to address those needs, the state believes further prosecution is not warranted, the state wrote at this time. So who is really to blame for this? I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the state is just as much, at fault as Groover is himself for always slapping him on the wrist, always, letting him return to the street. And it's just crazy. This is a crazy story. Like my guy, Professor Black True called it. It's basically just genetic immunity from the law, because you got the complexion for protection and you got the skin that win. So, this is just a crazy story. Let me know what you think about this story, man. Let me know how you feel. Do you feel that all of this could have been prevented if they would have took his previous offenses more seriously? Or do you think that they did right by, they were justified by letting him go for all the bullshit that he been accused of and that he should have been found guilty of. Anyway, this your boy Ocean, Chieftain Network. I very much appreciate you for coming through. Come back and check us out. We do this type of work. Like, subscribe, share my videos. Like I said, come back again and we'll do this shit again. Your boy is out.